I came across this video, and I thought like, hey, we should. Uh, I should watch something like this on my channel. Cause I was so confused by the title, and then once he started talking, I'm like, this could be helpful to somebody, you know, like like way more than me. So, um, we gonna show this guy some love, some time, cause he might be trying to instill something that black people need to hear, the youth need to hear, everybody need to hear, you know. So I sit back.
One love to the humble. One love to the humble. One love to the humble. Hey, look, I appreciate all of you coming through, watching this video. I appreciate you being here with me. You know what I'm saying? But I got to go ahead and get right into it. You know, when you coming up young, you coming up young and you're doing all the wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? You start off doing all the wild things while you're very, very young.
Hmm.
You know, you probably started off in like elementary school, started off wilding out. You know, you was going to the store with your homies.
Oh God.
You know, right before school, y'all go by the store, see how much stuff y'all can steal off the shelves. You know, y'all just getting good at it, just stealing, stealing, stealing. And you know, you getting so bold that you start stealing in front of people. That's how bold you are. You don't even care no more. You just continuously stealing. You know, you're doing this every morning. You're doing it every evening. You and your homie having a competition on who can steal the most. When y'all get home, y'all checking y'all bags and saying, or in your clothes and looking at it and saying like, "Yeah, I got this much," and you challenging each other and you continue to do it. You know, and then you start off doing petty things like stealing bubble gum, stealing sodas, stealing potato chips. You know, things like that, and then you just start moving up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now you no longer stealing the chips. You going for bigger things now. You know,
Hmm.
you got a homie. You know, your other dude y'all know. Y'all go over his house. You know, hey man, y'all scoping out all the things he got in his garage. Well, it ain't his house; it's his parents' house. But y'all out there scoping. You see a nice go kart he got. So you say, hey man, can you show me that go kart, man? Let me check that go kart out. Y'all check out the go kart. Y'all looking at it. Oh man, this is nice, man. This is nice. You got a nice go kart. The whole time, y'all plan on coming back that night and stealing everything. That's what y'all plan to do. Y'all coming back tonight to take it all, to take it from them. So guess what y'all do? Y'all come back about 1 o'clock in the morning when you know everybody sleep. Y'all go up in there and steal his go kart. Y'all take his go kart. Have fun with it all night. Find a place to park it where nobody can see it, and then y'all come back and keep doing that the next night. You know what I mean? Y'all just doing everything known to man that y'all can steal. Y'all just stealing. Y'all stealing when y'all
Rebecca
together. Y'all
Towns,
stealing when y'all
how you
apart.
doing?
Then you know, y'all taking people bikes.
Feeling great, feeling great. Trying to open up some people minds to some different things, man. For sure. How you feeling, Rebecca?
You walk around through the neighborhood, you see somebody bike, you go ahead and take it. Y'all take the bike. You know, y'all still young. Y'all take the bike, y'all ride it down the street, y'all take the parts off of it, put it in the back of a truck. You know what I mean? Because they got out of state tags on it. So y'all put it in the back of that truck, hoping that the truck will be gone the next day. Oh, the truck ain't gone the next day. It's not gone. It's still here. The truck is still right there. And then you know,
Got
they
engaged
find out y'all
yesterday?
did it because the person
Congrats.
who bike you stole, they saw you at the store
Congrats.
with the bike. So now they tell
That's
it,
such
and
a
it all comes back around to
congrats.
y'all.
I don't know how it
You know what I'm
is
saying? You didn't
yet,
get away. The truck ain't went
but
nowhere.
soon.
The police get
Just
involved.
congrats. I'm happy
All
for
this
you.
stuff. You know, that's you starting off small. You keep on. You start escalating into other things. You know, it's always involving the police. Now it's this. You see this house, and this lady has in her backyard. She got like ducks and chickens and all kind of things like that. So all your homies, y'all got them BB guns and pellet guns, and y'all go up there and shoot up all this lady chickens and ducks and everything. And then you want to be the one who show everybody up because all the ducks and chickens that went up against the fence and they all on one side. So you figure you would run out
Damn.
to the other side and just start shooting them from that side because they
Mm-mm-mm.
can't move. You know what I'm saying? You just keep on escalating into bigger and more dangerous things. Now y'all done went from that. Y'all got it. The cops
May
was called on that
30th.
situation. Y'all got in trouble
Ooh.
with that situation. Keep on moving up. Y'all ain't stopping. Y'all just getting started. You know, y'all don't care about. It's nothing that can stop you. You young. Keep getting slaps on the wrist. You keep getting another chance because everybody giving you a break because you're young. But that don't stop you there. You still keep on moving up. Now you want to
Mm-mm-mm.
get involved in the drugs. You selling drugs. You got people buying it from you. You're doing all kind of things. You just keeping it moving. You having a good time. You just living life young, doing everything. You done been through the phase of stealing. You done been through the phase of shooting. Now you done got yourself involved in the drugs.
Mm.
But things starting to get a little bit more serious now. It ain't so nice as it used to be. It's a little more tougher because this game requires a little something from you that you ain't never had to give before. And now you running and gunning. You got oppositions. You got people that don't like you. You starting to get involved with the gangs. You starting to get involved with the real activity. Now you starting to get involved with shooting at people,
Got a baby boy on
trying
the
to take
way.
them out.
Oh my God,
You got to
Rebecca got
slide. You
the
got your poles,
she
your
got the
sticks,
package
your
coming.
switches, and all that stuff y'all say today. Those are all the things you got
Golly.
now, and you really, really ready to get it popping. You don't care what it is. You ride for your city or your neighborhood. You ride for your neighborhood. You slide for your neighborhood. Anybody cross either one of you wrong, they gotta go. So now you're getting into the real deal. You've been beating people up. You've been taking from people. You've been robbing people. You've been hurting people. You got a reputation around the way. You already got a long criminal history already, but now you're just building up more cases. You got beating up people. Now you did your first body. It's unsolved. They don't know who did it. You still running and gunning. You still wilding out of control. And then one day it all comes to an end. They catch you. They link you to all the other crimes. They link you to the bodies that they've been finding. You have come up in it
His name
as a
Jason
person of
Williams Jr.
interest. They
Salute
got
to
you.
Jason
They
Williams
link you to it.
Jr.
You done went through the trial. You
By the
got
time you
convicted.
get to my age, I should be
And then the judge
freaking
say to you,
I should be up at least 50 million,
well, we
100
know for
million,
sure you did this one.
no problem.
And you got a long criminal record. So the jury finds you guilty. And you have now been sentenced. They don't say it in years, they say it in
Uh
months, but I'm going to just say it in
yeah,
years.
I gotta
They sentence you
I
to
gotta make breakfast.
50 years.
I
50
still haven't
years. You got to
fed
do 50 years.
the
Imagine
baby.
you 20 years old and they say you got to do 50 years. That's a life sentence. 50 years you got to do.
She said she just wants the pancake
I'm talking
thingies
about you
though.
got to do 50
So
years.
I'll give her the pancake
You're going to be
thingies.
70 years old by the time you
I'm
get
gonna
out.
make a
If not
smoothie.
70, you're going to be close to 70 if you still living. If you don't lose your life in prison.
Mm-mm.
Then the fact that you're going in so young, you're going to be fooled.
Yeah.
You're going to be you're gonna be in trouble going in. And
It's like we don't know that we are on a path and we just do different stuff at different times or hang around different people and you just do different stuff. It's not like you gonna even want to do it. It's just you around a different environment that's already doing it. You are it's GG's already from the minute, you know. Things certain things come with certain stuff, but it's like when you got your own path, you gotta like you gotta just tread it. Like you gotta just um it doesn't even take somebody to tell you like be disciplined, like don't go out, like don't do. It's like you kind of just gotta get to that point where it's like all right, you understand that your path is just opening up for you, or it's just your life. It's your life, and you kind of get sucked in by like your friends and your family. But it's like when you got your problems or your things, it's like you don't reach out to anybody and you get them solved or you get them done. So it's like, how am I gonna be this like ultimate savior in people's lives when nobody was there for me but me or like my mom? But it's like I know that certain people have other people, or certain people probably have nobody in that moment. But it's like I don't always ask for help, essentially. So it's mm, like I understand why certain people do stuff, but it gets to a point where they don't realize that they doing it and their life has changed already. Like you don't have to do that stuff. You already overcame that lifestyle of doing it, but you stuck in the habits and the people and the so you kind of gotta like outgrow it because it's like you get to certain levels in life and I get it. It's like you can't do certain stuff anymore because your life is just different. Certain people don't have to see you. Certain people don't need to see you. You just it's just how life is for you right now and forever on. It's because if they ain't seeing you now, how the fuck they gonna see you when you get 30, when you get older? Your life's gonna be too crazy.
Grown man in prison at 20. I don't care how bad you was on the street, you ain't gonna be bad in there. It's people in there doing life. It's people in there been in there longer than you've been alive. It's people in there look like Arnold Schwarzenegger times two, and they don't care nothing about taking nothing from you. I'm talking about taking anything from you, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Mm-mm-mm.
You think you tough, but you ain't that tough. And the worst thing, not the worst thing, but one of the other things about it, if you gotta do 50 years, that means it's a good chance that your parole officer ain't even been born yet. Think about that. Your parole
Dang,
officer ain't even been born yet. Because by the time you in your 60s,
that's crazy.
your parole officer gonna be in their 20s or 30s.
That is
They ain't even
crazy.
born yet. The person who's gonna be handling you when you get to get out, they ain't even born yet.
Like that's
You done spent
crazy.
your whole life in behind bars, all because you wanted to do petty stuff, all because you couldn't give them the right path, all because all the advice you was given and all the times people told you not to do it, you couldn't listen. You just had to be that guy. You had to be cool. You had to be down. You couldn't be a nerd. You couldn't be a square. You had to be the gangster. You want to be gangster because it's all about being gangster.
Mm.
The girls like the gangsters.
It's not
But
all
guess what?
about
The
being
girls ain't gonna be
gangster.
doing no time with you. They're gonna be going on by their business.
Ain't nobody gonna
Like
give
you
a
sitting
fuck
behind them
about you.
bars with all dudes, showering with dudes in a 5x7 with another dude for 50 years.
Mm.
You ain't gonna have no kids. You ain't gonna have no wife. You ain't gonna have nothing.
It's crazy.
All the people you know are gonna be gone.
Mm.
Everybody that you knew on the outside gonna be gone. And if you do have any family left, they're not gonna even know who you are because they're gonna be born while you in there, and they're not gonna even have any connection with you. They're not gonna even know you. And your parole officer hasn't even been born yet. Your parole officer haven't even been born yet. Because you 20 years old and you was wilding out of control. You was hard headed. You wouldn't listen to nobody. Nobody could tell you anything.
Mm.
Because you knew it all.
Damn.
You knew everything. Somebody try to tell you something. Oh no, man, it ain't gonna be me. Oh, it's gonna be you. Oh no, man, when I go in there, man, they ain't gonna do all that to me. They
Mm.
gonna do all that to you.
Mm-mm-mm.
You 20. You still wet behind the ears.
Sheesh.
Nobody's gonna know you exist after a certain point in time. Because all the people that's gonna really care about you ain't gonna be here no more.
Mm-mm-mm.
Or they're gonna be so far removed and so far gone. It's gonna be good at first. Everybody coming to see you
Yeah.
at first. But them
Mm-hmm.
visits gonna get few and far in between. And then if they gotta move you around to other prisons or other states, that's it. Or they move you around to another prison in your state that's far away from where your family can make it to see you. That's it. It all stops. The letters gonna stop. The money gonna stop. Everything gonna stop. And don't
Mm-mm-mm.
come from a poor family. They ain't got no
Golly.
money to send you. You on your own. You at the mercy of whatever's going on in there. You gotta survive. At 20, it's gonna be hard to survive in that grown man's world. Go look around go look at some of these podcasts of these prison stories. Listen to what they're talking about. If that don't keep you out of prison and keep you from doing crazy stuff, nothing will. Your parole officer won't even will not have been born yet,
That is crazy, bruh. Like
and
when
you
I
in
read
there.
that title, I didn't even know. Like my
But
brain
when
couldn't
you
even
step out of there, if you step out
understand.
of there, it's gonna be like you stepped on Mars. The world gonna be so much different than what it was when you left.
Oh my
It's gonna be like
God.
stepping in a whole new world that you ain't never known.
Mm,
Cause time gonna go by. Time's moving forward for everybody else, but for you, it's at a standstill. Cause everything gonna look the same for you the whole time you in there. But everything out here gonna be different, changing. And when you come out, you ain't gonna know what is going on. You're gonna be overwhelmed. You're gonna be lost, and you're gonna be old. What can you do at 60 years old?
yeah, you're like
You ain't gonna have no
gone.
skills. But you might have some skills, but you ain't gonna have no information on how to get started. You already ain't nobody gonna want to deal with you at that age, and you better get with the times quickly. But you got 50 years to catch up on. You got 50 years to catch up on, and hopefully you can make something happen.
This is crazy.
Hopefully you can make something happen. But your parole officer hasn't even been born yet.
Mm-mm-mm. This is
You was
crazy.
running and gunning. You couldn't listen. You wanted everybody to think you was cool. You wanted everybody to think you was that guy. You know, you what is it? You want to be that dude. You want to be that one. You want to be him. Whatever the slang is today.
Mm,
Well, you can be all that you want to be behind them bars if that's what it really matters to you.
mm.
If going to school don't make no difference to you. If being in the neighborhood
Quiet,
getting farm is your
Otto.
excuse. And you want to blame it on somebody else, you go ahead. But only you gonna be the one doing that time. You and only you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You on your own. Them people who you think your friends are not your friends. They don't care anything about you. When the
Mm-mm-mm.
rubber meets the road, when the push comes to shove, you on your own. Everybody gonna be for themselves. There is no honor amongst thieves. I don't care what people tell you. I don't care what people tell you. Most people are not gonna throw their life away for you. Even if they are the ones who are guilty, they're gonna find a way to not be the one doing the most time. They're gonna make sure it's you. Because everybody gonna go for self when it gets tough. Okay, what they tell you. It's a few out there who will ride that out, but most people are not gonna do that.
Yeah.
You thinking you gonna go in there? Oh yeah, man. I ain't snitching on nobody. I ain't saying nothing. Well, I advise you probably not to say nothing if you wanna, cause you going behind them bars, and you don't want that on your record. So you gotta eat that. But most people gonna tell. They're gonna find a way to get their time reduced. And you be thinking y'all all the street y'all was running and gunning together. Oh, we got each other back. Oh, we'll never do each other in. Oh, we gonna be tight. We down. We ride or die. Right up until they start saying 100 years, life without parole.
Mm.
That's when all that go out the window. Oh,
You
oh,
become
whoa!
a number.
Everybody ready to tell now.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, it break down real quick when that start happening. That's what you want to do. Well, you go ahead and do that. Just remember, your parole officer hasn't even been born yet.
Mm-mm-mm.
Y'all take care.
That's such a powerful statement, man. Parole officer hasn't even been born yet. Golly. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. This has been the stream for this video. I'm out back on stream, probably game or something. I just wanted to react to a few things. Comment some things I should do or something. Uh, but yeah, this video is from the Humble Truth. He got some cool videos. That video was dope. I've been having a lot of thoughts about just like my direction in life, so I've been getting a lot of these kind of videos. But yeah, I'll be back on guys.